From Jamaica in the 70s to the Sahel in the 2000s. Different continent, different mineral, but the same colonial playbook. Michael Manley faces it with bauxite. Ibrahim Traore and the Sahel faces it with gold and uranium. This is the truth they don't want you to connect to. Before we dive in, subscribe, share this video because you don't hear this or you won't hear this on mainstream media. In the 70s, Michael Manley became the Prime Minister of Jamaica with a bold vision, a democratic socialist. He built ties with Cuba and the non-aligned movement. He dared to say Jamaica should benefit from its own resource. His biggest move was the bauxite levy. U.S. aluminum giant were making billions while Jamaican lived poor. Manley said no. But Jamaica was fresh out of colonization. The old elite still controlled the land, the banks. The new business class was just starting to rise. Both fear losing everything. That big fear became a weapon. The West pumped misinformation through the JLP, saying Manley was turning Jamaica into Cuba. Fear spread. Elites sided with the empire, and capital fled to overseas. The result? IMF pressure, political violence, and the U.S. interference. Gun flooded Kingston communities, split communities, and Jamaica was dragged back under foreign control. Manley's problem wasn't the West. It was his own class, fearful, manipulated, and willing to sacrifice sovereignty to protect their privilege. Let's fast forward. 50 years later, in West Africa, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali, the alliance of the Sahel, AES, expel the French troop, rejected foreign control, and moved to seize their resource. Mali built a Russian-backed refinery. Niger turned its uranium. Traore in Burkina Faso said no more manipulations. The response, same as in Jamaica, sanction, aid cut, IMF pressure, media smearing, and the so-called jihadists. France fought for years. Now, these same jihadists that France was fighting for years suddenly grew stronger after France left. People in the Sahel call it the West Shadow War. If you're seeing the pattern, stop now. Like, hit, share this video. The more of us who sees it, the harder it is for them to use the playbook again. My friends and family, this has been the regular playbook that the US and its Western allies use in Africa and the Caribbean. So, what is a playbook? It's copy and paste. First, economic squeeze. Make the people suffer so they blame the leader. Second, security dependence. Claim to fight terrorists while letting it spread. Third, divide and destabilize. Arm, they arm factors, they fuel tension, and they break unity. The fourth, lawfare and propaganda. The ICC cases, UN resolutions, and endless smears. It was bauxite and the IMF loans in Jamaica. It's gold, uranium, and sanction in the Sahel. Different resources, same script. But here's the difference. Jamaica stood alone in the 70s. Manley had Cuba, but no real bloc behind him. In the Sahel, it's different. They're moving as a bloc. All three countries are moving as one bloc. They have new partners: Russia, Turkey, Iran, and BRICS. And they have the people. The youths are awakened, connected, and refuse to be fooled. Yes, elites in the Sahel are nervous, just like Jamaica, the money class in the 70s. But unlike Jamaica, the masses sees through the lies. They've seen the playbook before and they're rejecting it. So, from Kingston to Ouagadougou, the struggle is the same. Different decade, different continent, but the same colonial playbook. The only question is, will Africa succeed where Jamaica was crushed? This time, the numbers, the allies, and the will are on Africa's side. Yes, the will and the allies are on Africa's side this time. If you believed in this movement, click subscribe right now and share this episode with your family and friends. Let's spread the fire they try to bury. See you next time in the next video. Have faith. Love one another. And let's come together as a family. And again, please like, share, and subscribe so we can build this channel and build this movement. So never again we'll be tricked. Never again we will be opposed and colonized. Because if we don't watch out, we'll be back as colony of the West. This is the West Best Media saying peace out. One love. Until I see you in the next video.